effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the great one, and it's Drummond in at the center. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Andre Ayton out there with Myers Leonard, and it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
So fun for us as the fans and people that cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams and what these individual players could be like. And that one's good by Giannis.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Schroeder finds Leonard. And here is Bridges, covered by Giannis. Middleton against Bridges. And here's Booker from the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton outside. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Tiny gets the jumper to fall.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside. Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync. Has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Suns have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. To the inside. Bridges misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the call on the shot, it sends him to the line.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a versatile guard, and maybe his best attribute, confidence.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Middleton outside. Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 7-point differential. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Bridges. Pass to Schroeder. Over Bledsoe. Up again. The rebound by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game. Yeah, they're going nice little run here.
Schroeder against Bledsoe. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
No good from the great one. Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. Kicks it to Schroeder. On the wing, Booker shoots from the corner. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
These types of shots speak to the confidence of Devin Booker. Catch and shoot, no problem.
And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Schroeder following the basket by Giannis. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Over Middleton.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Bridges misses. The three. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Giannis. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Now, here's Leonard. 8 points his last outing. And here is Bridges. Schroeder outside. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The rebound by Middleton.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Booker, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 5.
What tremendous instincts as a scorer for Devin Booker. Get in that mid-range game, sir.
Here's Bledsoe. The shot comes out, so Phoenix will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
The dogged defense from Mr. Bledsoe twice on the pipes. Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Suns trail by 14.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the foul called on the great one. That's his first foul. Thompson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Drummond. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back. And the dunk by Giannis.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Milwaukee. And there's the pass to Ayton. For 3, Booker. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The shot's good from the great one. The great one's got 8.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Booker. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota. And the rejection by Giannis. Thompson passes to Ayton. For 3, Booker drops in the tray. 8 points for him.
Now, this guy has such a versatile offensive skill set. Devin Booker is a threat once he steps across the half-court line.
Stolen by Thompson. Booker outside. He kicks it to Schroeder. Thompson outside with the shot. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Booker. He's got 8. Ayton inside. Defended by Drummond. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I'll tell you, when DeAndre...
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Leonard on the wing. To the left side wing. Kuruc. Money from the wing. Kuruc has got his first bucket of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there at Bledsoe. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Now here's Bledsoe. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Kings was all business. He scored 53 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Now here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
Here's a Kobo after Eric Bledsoe's score. Drummond working against Leonard to stop the run, and it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Here's a Kobo.
Boy, he hasn't found the range yet here in the second period. Only one triple for him tonight.
And he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from the great one.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Phoenix calls timeout. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things differently.
Well, probably two guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has on his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example. Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Here's Kuruc. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Milwaukee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Andre Drummond picks one up. For Phoenix, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-3 run.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Schroeder passes to Kuruc. Over Giannis. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Bridges, no one around him. Good on the three-point shot. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The great one passes to Giannis. Bucks passing it around. Middleton outside. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Another shot. Back to Drummond. Bledsoe outside. Passes it to the great one. Bledsoe outside. Takes the three. Giannis dishes to Drummond.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
This is his first free throw of the game. He hits the second from the line. So it's Phoenix now, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and you hate to lose the kind of game where it just seems like it gets away from you. They played good basketball for most of it, but then just collapsed and opened that door for the comeback.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Schroeder looking over the floor. Over Bledsoe. And it's Schroeder missing.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And here are the Suns now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Count that one.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Over to the wing. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. The shot's good from the great one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Schroeder passes to Okobo. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Drummond. Here's the great one. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 5th assist in this one.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Schroeder against Bledsoe. Pass to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. The shot misses. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now Ayton. 17 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, it just his effort level was off the charts.
And he's now made 3 three-pointers here in the second, starting to get it going.
Booker outside, looking to end the run. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women? One second left. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks way out in front there. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Myers Leonard is out there with Ayton. And it's Schroeder in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Lobbed up there for Booker.
Well, this is the assertive mentality of Devin Booker. When he starts to find his rhythm, turn the lights out.
Here's Bledsoe, and he makes good on the layup. Bledsoe's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Ayton. The fadeaway misses off the left iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
The pass to the Great One. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Eric Bledsoe's court vision is probably underrated. What a pretty pass.
Booker outside. Dishes to Bridges. Ayton in the high post. Working on Drummond. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
6 to shoot. Booker with it. Outguarded by Giannis. And the foul called on the Great One. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bledsoe against Schroeder. Drummond knocks it loose. Inside. Here's Giannis.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard, the pass to Ayton. Count it, good.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Passes it to the Great One. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And that's now 29 points for the Great One. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Schroeder. Good D by Giannis.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
There's a lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Bledsoe. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Booker up top. Antetokounmpo defending. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, they get it back. And it's Schroeder missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
First one falls for him. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. And the Suns making a change here. Okobo's checked in.
Well, I think we know that Devin Booker is known for his shooting, but to me, guys, there's also the passing and the rebounding aspect that comes into play with him.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now let's send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Alex Len. David.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Bucks head athletic trainer. He said that the hip is bruised pretty badly, but overall, it should be okay. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
The Suns making a change here. Kuruc is checked in.
And taking a look here at some numbers for the great one. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. First in scoring, first in free throw percentage, and he's one of the most creative passers in the game, ranked 3rd overall in assists per.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Bucks number 1.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in block.
Len's checked in for Andre Drummond.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that, Greg. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Kuruc. 3-pointer. Len grabs the board. Here's the great one, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And it's Okobo with the ball for Phoenix. Now the dish to Booker. Here's Kuruc, defended by Middleton. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Okobo. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Alex Len picks one up. No good on the free throw. Thompson, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. DiVincenzo's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Here's Kuruc. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Devin Booker. The Bucks have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line, and the first one drops.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Both free throws good from the great one. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And it's Thompson. Now the pass to Karuch. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's the great one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. First free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for Phoenix. Wilson, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good from the great one.
You know, seeing an uptick in his trips to the free throw line, really, since we came out of the half.
Okobo, the pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Okobo, that's good. Okobo's got 8 points.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Here's the great one, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Booker from the arc. Unable to get that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
The shot by Wilson, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Okobo, the pass to Booker. The 10-footer. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Pass to the great one. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And for the Suns, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Okobo, the pass to Thompson. Offensive rebound. Misses from short range.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort, you see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
That's good from the great one. Milwaukee making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Both free throws good from the great one. The Suns shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Okobo, the pass to Thompson. To the right side. Here's Olynyk. Rebounded by Holmes. Pass to DiVincenzo. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Okobo. He's got 8. Kicks to Olynyk. Thompson outside. There's the pass to Okobo. To the inside. Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Len, good.
You must be confident in the jumper, and Alex Len letting it fly from the mid-range.
Okobo looking over the floor. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer, no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first free throw is good.
One shot.
Well, Isaiah Thomas has spent his whole life proving doubters wrong. At 5'9", this guy plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Here's Schroeder. Off the mark. And so it's Milwaukee holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Isaiah Thomas. Andre Drummond is out there with Wilson. Then there's the great one.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Thomas passes to the great one. Now here's Wilson. And now the Suns, a fast break. Jones is running. Rebounded by the Bucks. To the paint. Phoenix grabs the miss. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Jerome. Jones, no one around him. Again, the miss by Jones. LaQ, defended by Bridges, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond is so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Jerome passes to Jones. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contracts. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Rodion Kurucs comes in for Mikal Bridges.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Jones, the pass to Ayton. Back to Jones. And he banks in the layup.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Passes it to Thomas. To the middle. Here's the great one. He got it again. Sensational. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And it's Lucas with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Pass to Jones. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Wilson with the block. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's the great one. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Kurucs passes to Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
The first one falls. Adams, he's checked in for the Bucks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Of course, it seems like Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, is one of the most well-liked commissioners in all of sports, worldwide. Why do you think that's so?
Well, I think he was amongst the most important members of the staff of his predecessor, David Stern, who obviously oversaw the greatest growth in NBA history. The NBA became a global game. But Adam Silver didn't skip a beat. He is a great listener, a great communicator, and I've said this about the NBA for a very long time. It is a league that is in constant self-evaluation process. It is always looking for ways to improve the league, whether that means organizationally or with the play between the lines, and that's all you can ask for, Kevin.
5 to shoot. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kurucs passes to Ayton. Here's Jerome to the wing on the left. Pass to Lucas. Tipped away. And here we go. LeCue finished off the break.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
The pass to Jones. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes to the great one. Out to the right wing. The shot by Wilson, no good.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Kicks it out to Jones. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. The great one passes to Adams. Got it. Good job in the low post. Here is Lucas. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ayton with it. Pass to Jerome. Let's go. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Jerome's got his first basket.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Wilson. Adams trying to free himself up. The shot by Wilson, no good. Here's Karuch, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
The great one passes to Wilson. Here's the great one. Here's Adams, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Jones finds Ayton. Back to Jones. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Excellent awareness from DeAndre Ayton. I love him setting up his teammates.
Outside Thomas. Doris, all right, this is going to come out of the blue here, but if you had to choose between raising the height of the basket or widening or even widening the lane, which would it be?
I have very strong feelings on this, Kevin, and for me it would be widening the floor. And the reason I say that is it feels to me in the last couple of years there are more sideline violations where teams are turning it over because they're trying to get to that corner 3, one of the most advantageous, best shots in today's game. But because that 3-point line is so close to the sideline out of bounds, we're seeing too many violations. So if I had to choose between one or the other, I would absolutely widen the floor.
Johnson, he's checked in for Rodions Kurucs. Here's Jerome. A floater. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Holmes. The shot will not fall. Excellent D that time from Jones. Pass to Johnson. Adams, some nice D.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now here's Lucas. Ayton in the high post. He's against Wilson. On the wing, Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Jerome, no good. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
The pass to Wilson. McLeod, defended by Lucas. Here's McLeod. Phoenix grabs the miss. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lucas. Changes up. And Ayton with the nice bucket inside.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to the storied season one more time.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the great one.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Passes it to Holmes. Right wing. Here's the great one, defended by Lucas. It's tipped.
Boy, really tough to score on DeAndre Ayton. Such a patient shot blocker, guys.
And here is Lucas. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
With the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in.